Hey y'all. It has been a long time. Let me start Instagram. Almost forgot. What's up, everybody? All right. Getting comfortable with the technology again. Oh my goodness, it has been a minute. But how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is well. Today it is raining in Dallas, but I love it. This is my favorite kind of weather. So I am glad to be looking out of the window and enjoying the rain today. All right. Just make sure everything is working on all cylinders. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get started. So I have a confession to make. So it's been a long time since I've been live. And look, I apologize, Instagram. I have my new tripod didn't come yet, and so you're higher than the rest of the screen. I don't know why Instagram doesn't open up their API for these streaming tools like StreamYard, what I'm using, but that's another discussion. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit because if you're following me, if you're here, then you likely know that I am a digital marketing, brand, and social media strategist. And I just have a confession to make because I feel like I have done myself and the people that are connected to me a huge disservice. And why is that? It's because I don't show up for you guys. And it's crazy because I will look around and see some of these influencers and these experts that people are connected to. And I just feel like, oh my gosh, they have these huge followings, or at least they make it look like it's a thriving business for them on social media. And it always makes me feel like some kind of way that I'm not showing up for the people that I'm connected to in that same way, because I know that I just have so many wonderful things to share with you. So, my confession today is I think I have the same similar struggles that many of you have with showing up online. Let me tell y'all, I can sprinkle the magic on the clients that I am blessed and fortunate to be able to work with. Whenever I'm sharing at a conference or whatever the case is, I stay dropping gems, right? But then if you go look at my own personal social media, there's like nothing there. Maybe there hasn't been a post in, 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever the case may be. And it's like, what's that old saying? The cobbler's kid has no shoes. So it's like, I'm the hairdresser whose hair is always in a ponytail, but you get up from my chair looking fly. Like, that's kind of how it goes. And so I got to change that. And I've been really giving it some thought. Like, so what's your problem, girl? Like, why isn't that you don't show up online for yourself the way that you teach and tell your clients to do it? And so those days are over, y'all. I can't take another scroll of seeing somebody who is I'm not going to talking about anybody specifically, but just these gurus out there. Like, I just have so much great information that I could be sharing with you and really getting in a place where I can help you grow your business and just give you some information that's going to move the needle for you. So I'm back, right? Look, they've just released Aaliyah's music online. So now that we can listen to it again, it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to be here regularly, going live, sharing stuff with you. There'll be more information going forth on my platforms because I just want to keep you guys informed. And I want to give you the information that I know you need to mind your business and take what you're doing to the next level. Now, let me just be honest with you guys. The one trend that I am riding on the front of the struggle bus about is reels. And it's so crazy because Instagram is, in this like power struggle with TikTok, they get great engagement, right? So everywhere else the algorithm plays games with our timelines, the reels are not the place. Your reels get great exposure, great impressions, great reach, but they take forever. Does anybody else feel like reels take a long time to make? Like, I want to make reels, but I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Like, I'm not about to be putting on a whole full face of makeup and dancing and doing all this pointing all the time. Like, it's way too time consuming. So maybe that's something that we can work on together is we can't take reels out of the strategy because they're really important, right? So maybe that'll be one of the things that we do soon is talk about some ways that you can simplify making reels and creating reels, because for me right now they take too much time finding the song that's trending, and then all of that dancing. That's the part that wears me out. I'm too old for it. Like, I'm not doing it. So I got to find a happy medium. And that brings me to a good point about showing up as who you are and being authentic, right? That word authentic and relatable gets tossed around a lot in the social media arena. And what does that even really mean, right? And it's so funny because people who know me in real life are like, Tisha, you're so funny. You have all this personality. But when I get on the Mind Your Business mic, it's very, informational and all of these things. And so I'm gonna try to strike a better balance with that, because I feel like, well, you know me in real life. Social media is not my homies, right? But I'm gonna strike a balance with that because I feel like I still have to be professional, right? And I feel like the people, when they say that, it's just because they know me personally, so they see a side of me that you might not see on Al Gore's internet, right? And that's something that I teach about, calling the calculated glimpse. You can be an authentic brand, but that doesn't mean you have to like just let it all hang out on social media. So I'm gonna do much better. I'm really excited actually. It feels good to be here, get my office set back up, getting my technology together so that I can begin to show up here and really help you all out. So one of the ways that I'm going to start doing that is the magic is about to start popping off in my social media community, in my Facebook community rather. So it's called the Monetize Your Social Media Facebook group. So if you go on Facebook and search Monetize Your Social Media, you should see the group come up and join me, right? Because it's about to go down. It's been dormant. It's been nothing but crickets in there, but we're about to get the party started. I'm really excited. I got some good stuff in the queue for y'all. So come join me. It's going to be good. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to go live at least once a week, right? There may be some more impromptu stories, impromptu lives if I think of something or some breaking news happens and I want to share something with you all. But for sure, I'm going to go live once a week for what I'm going to call Let's Get Digital. So Let's Get Digital is going to be our weekly conversation about all things digital. So here's another thing. A lot of people get it twisted and they think because I wrote the social media makeover, because I talk a lot about social media on social media, that that's all I do. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Your girl is a digital marketing, brand, and social media strategist. So I'm going to help you pull everything together for your entire digital presence, right? And so the first part of the social media makeover is that it ain't just about social media. You got to have a whole wider net that you have to cast in order for this thing to work for you. So Let's Get Digital is going to be happening weekly. It'll be your opportunity to ask questions, right? So, if you have some questions about what's going on, then, put them in the comments. I'm happy to answer. And then go join the Facebook community, because the Facebook community is the place where you'll have opportunities to kind of interact more. The goal is to build a cadre of like-minded professionals who are there trying to get their act together so they can get paid and get social and get paid. So again, connect on the Facebook community. I'll drop the link here. I'll post about it when I'm done here, but make sure you connect there. So for our first Let's Get Digital, I want to talk about some new features that are coming to Instagram. We're just going to focus on Instagram today because Instagram has been a busy bee. They dropped a lot of stuff here this past week. So some of these things are still rolling out. to accounts. You may or may not notice them on your accounts, but they're coming soon or they're already there. So you can go to your accounts and check and see what's up. So first thing that is coming soon is you're getting ready to be able to have 2 links in your bio. So you can have the standard link that goes wherever you want it to go, which most people are using something like Linktree or Link in Bio, so you can have more places. This link number 2 is going to be specifically for Facebook, which makes sense, right? Because Facebook and Instagram are brother and sister or first cousins, however you might want to say that. So that second link is about to be for Facebook. So perfect. Like I'm talking about wanting y'all to come join me in my Facebook community, right? This would be a great place to drop a link like that. The other thing for Instagram is music is coming to the feed as well. So kind of like how you can attach a song to your stories, it's getting ready to be the same thing for your timeline. So that should be very interesting, something to keep in mind and see how that fits your brand. 60-second stories. So you're getting ready to be able to have 60-second stories and a 60-second story that just plays out, not like when you upload it and chops it up into 15-second increments. It'll just be able to roll for 60 seconds. So that's cool. What else? So now you don't have to have 10,000 followers to have the link in your swipe up in the story. So that's really cool. But don't abuse it, right? Just because you can now add that link sticker to your Instagram account, don't start blowing up all of your stories with a link to go somewhere. Be strategic about it, right? So don't overdo it. That's going to be really important. The other thing is, speaking of stickers, you're going to be able to create a sticker and use that sticker and create a thread with it. So like say you were doing an event, right? Or like a contest or something like that. You can use the sticker and people can actually create stories within that sticker. So Instagram has really got a lot going on that's trying to, I think, involve more video and keep everybody just, hanging out in that space. So you have to figure out like what works best for you. The other thing is that you can now post from your computer on Instagram. Did y'all notice that? You can post from your computer now. So that's a really good thing because it just makes using Instagram even that more easier because you don't necessarily have to be having a phone in your hand to make that happen. So the biggest thing, and I think which kind of just like goes back to the own personal like dilemma that I've been having with social, is that all of this stuff is not a one size fits all situation. Like, when these new features drop, when things become popular, are trending, you still need to do what works best for you, right? So don't feel the pressure to keep up with the Joneses. Now, don't be running with the Flintstones either and stuck and not adjusting and adapting and at least evaluating what trends make sense for your business. But be comfortable about doing, what works for you. Again, your girl in the reels. Whew. Like I said, I think I'm gonna play with a reel when I'm finished today here talking to you all, but they just take too long. Okay, so that's it. That's my confession, is that, I have been having the same struggles that some of you all have. Some people that have worked with me, seen me speak somewhere, and I'm always telling you, get that content calendar together, get that content strategy together and post and show up consistently. And I absolutely do not do it for myself, and those days are over. So, speaking of content planning, let me tell you about my little COVID baby that I did not do a good job at sharing with the world. See, here's another thing. If you're not showing up online and you're not letting people know what you do, they're not going to know what you do, right? So we've got to find ways to make sure that people are aware of what we have going on, because if they're not aware, how are they going to purchase from us? How are they going to come into our ecosystem? So I just feel like in a lot of ways I've been playing myself by not showing up for you guys in the way that I need to. So the digital day planner. The digital day planner is my little COVID creation, because at a point I realized, like, I tell people to plan your social media content and create a strategy and all these things. And I was like, okay, well, where are you doing it at? Where is that happening? And so I'm an analog girl living in a digital world. So I had to have something that I can touch. And so here is the digital day planner. The digital day planner helps you plan for your entire online presence, not just social media. Like I said, your strategy is never just about social media. So the digital day planner, it encompasses website and email and podcast and all of the different things that you need to pull together to really rock it out on social media. So if you're on the struggle bus with planning content for your online presence, hey, Dr. Dale, then really I want you to check out the digital day planner because it is a game changer. It's the method to the madness. It's my secret sauce for how I do things on social media, and it's really helped propel a lot of cool people and some cool projects to the goal and even past the goal. So the digital day planner, y'all, like I really want you guys to get a hold of it. But yeah, so I don't want to be before you long, right? That's the inner church girl in me is gonna say, I'm gonna close here, but I just wanted to show up. Like I said, I have a confession. My confession was that I don't show up for you all the way that I tell my clients to show up for their clients, and that's just ridiculous, right? How could I be the digital marketing brand and social media expert that like never posts on their own social media, doesn't ever go live, like, ugh. So we're past that. Yes, the struggle bus, Dr. Dell. We are off the struggle bus. We aren't doing that anymore. Let's get digital. I'll be joining y'all weekly for Let's Get Digital. We'll be talking about all things going on in the digital marketing space. Like I said, Instagram dropped a lot of nuggets this week, a lot of new features. See if they're going to work. Everything doesn't work for every brand, but find what does and put the pedal to the metal. All right. So if we are not already connected, the Monetize Your Social Media Facebook community, the doors are open there. And so there'll be some goodies going on there. Like I said, it's been a cemetery, but we coming back to life. So search Monetize Your Social Media on Facebook. And like I said, well, if you're here, you're following me, but tell a friend. Mind Your Biz LLC. The nuggets and the gems are going to start flowing because I have to practice what I preach. So let's get digital. I'm thinking that we're going to do this on Tuesdays. So typically go live about this time of day on Tuesday so we can talk about what's hot and what's going on from branding and social media, all things digital perspective. So thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate you guys hanging out here in my confession, and I'm looking forward to connecting with y'all more and more online. All right, y'all have a great day.